Hello there, this is David from David Books and Comics, and today I'm going to look through my catalog of martial arts novels to give you a little presentation on one of the more famous mystery martial arts novels that are extant. And let's see, we'll go to the page and we'll be ready to share it. It's this series. This is the Sano, Ichiro, and Reiko series by Joh Rowland. It was first published by Random House in hardcover back in 1994. These are the actual images of the books that I own, and I'll share those with you. And the books in the series are Shinju, which is the first book in the series, and it's this one. And this one was published, let's see, yeah, this was copyright 1994. This is the first HarperCollins paperback. This isn't the first, this is the first Harper Torch paperback printing from June 2001. It's called Shinju. And this is where the characters of Sano Ichiro and Reiko first appeared. So the second book in the series is called Bundori. So Sano Ichiro and Reiko. Sano Ichiro is a samurai detective, and this amazing series of novels by an Asian American writer uh, named Joh Rowland. One reviewer wrote, an unforgettable portrayal of the Edo of 400 years ago. You can see, hear, taste, smell, even eventually touch Rowland's Japan. The novel tends more towards the mystical than is usual for the Sano series. The final action is worthy of a beautiful Asian martial arts movie, with bodies flying through the air, graceful, angry, and unbound. One can concur with this last comment, since the martial arts battles are one of the unique trademarks of this series. Sano Ichiro and his wife Reiko are forced to use their weapons often, particularly near the climax of the novels. The stories are meticulously researched by Rowlands, and the plots and mysteries are virtually flawless. Comparisons by reviewers to the novel Shogun diminishes and underrates the content and qualities of the novels, in my view. Unlike Shogun, whose central hero is a Westerner, Rowlands takes the point of view of Asian characters. It is these characters' perspectives that interprets the setting and milieu of ancient Japan. A more appropriate literary comparison is Lucia Robson's The Dokado Road, which is pretty close, and better yet is Eiji Yoshikawa's Musashi, which I think is one of the best, if not the best, uh, Japanese martial arts novel ever written. So, who is Sano Ichiro? Well, he's a samurai detective, a loyal retainer and chief investigator, Sosokan-sama, for the shogun, who is called upon to solve difficult crimes, usually murders. In all of his adventures, he is assisted by his very able and capable wife, Reiko. Also in his adventures, Sano carries his katana and wields it with amazing ease and accuracy, like the professional samurai detective he is. Both Reiko and Sanoichiro are described by Rowland as martial artists. Their swordplay scenes are reminiscent of the Chanbara films like Zatoichi, Lady Snowblood, in particular Hanzo the Razor and Lone Wolf and Cub. Rowland's novels are finely crafted opuses that captures the life and culture of 17th century Japan of the Tokugawa shogunate. Of course, Sano, Ichiro, and Reiko are not the first Oriental detectives in criminalist fiction. Earl Bigger's Charlie Chan, John P. Marquand's Mr. Moto are examples of Oriental detectives. However, what sets this series apart is the definite attention to action, mystery, and even martial arts as the solution to many of the crimes. Rowland infuses her stories in much the same way that Yoshikawa does with accounts of martial prowess. Often the solutions to the mysteries in these novels depends on the history, mystique, and philosophy of ancient Japan. And that's what Rowland's is good at. It's just capturing the mystique of the milieu, the Japanese background. So I'll show you the next book in the series. And this is Bondori. And this one has a unusual kind of cover. So this is the first Harper paperback printing from June 1997. And it's the first impression. So that's that one. And here's Way of the Trader. That's the third one in the series. And let's see, first impression. And this is the first paperback, 1998. Copyright's 97. Of course, all these novels were done in hardcover first. Here's The Concubine's Tattoo. And see, copyright 1998. This is the fourth impression from April 2000. So that's that one. And I'll just put that aside for now. And then we have The Samurai's Wife. That's from First Impression 2001, St. Martin's paperback edition. Far from the Shogun's court at Edo, most honorable investigator Sano Ichiro begins the most challenging case of his career. Upon the insistence of his strong-willed and beautiful wife Reiko, Sano arrives with her at the emperor's palace to unmask the murderer who possesses the secret of Kiai, at the spirit cry, a powerful scream that can kill instantly. Wow. Only to read to be believed. Anyway, so that's that one. That's Samurai's Wife. This is Black Lotus, and Black Lotus is I believe, a cult, temple cult. So, veteran samurai detective Sano Ichiro, the most honorable investigator of events, situations, and people, is called upon to investigate the burning of a cottage belonging to the Black Lotus Temple, set in the luscious finery of the samurai court of medieval Japan. It's a great, great series. Anyway, so this is Black Lotus. First impression, St. Martin's paperback edition, March 2002. That's Black Lotus. And this is Pillow Book of Lady Wisteria. From a remote exotic world, Senoichiro, most honorable investigator of events, situations, and people, awakens from a turbulent dream into a real-life nightmare. Lord Matsudera Mutsuyoshi, the shogun's cousin and heir, has been murdered. Oh no. Okay, so this one is, let's see, the first paperback, I think. Yes. This is from April 2003. And the next one is The Dragon's King's Palace. And let's see, Rowland has a painter's eye for the minutiae of court life, as well as the politician's ear for intrigue. That's from the New York Times Book Review. And I would concur because there's constant court intrigue. Sano Ichiro and Reiko are always threatened by, they almost sense they're basically living tenuously, constantly in the Japanese court. Anyway, so that's that one. And then there's the perfume sleeve. Again, well read by me. Unusual death, puzzling clue, and uncompromising investigator. Deftly combines classic whodunit with vivid period detail. And I think that's one of the best selling features of this series is how accurate she is in describing the backgrounds of ancient Japan. So that's that one. That's the perfume sleeve. And this next one is one of my favorites. This is called the Assassin's Touch. And the Assassin's Touch features the secretive, ultra secretive martial art of Dimak. And it's, as it says here, deadly secret. It is a lost art passed down by the ancients in great secrecy. Dimak, or death by the lightest touch of a finger. Sano Ichiro, in his precarious new position as the shogun's second in command, does not have the luxury of skepticism. Another senior official is dead, a fingerprint tightly glazed into his skin. So this is really interesting. It's one of my favorite of all of the Joh Rowland mystery novels. Is this one? So well worth the read. All of them virtually are well worth the read. I enjoyed reading all of them, but this is one of the best. So that's the Assassin's Touch. This one I haven't read. This is Red Chrysanthemum. And so Tokyo 1698. The truth is drenched in blood. Sanoichiro, the samurai detective who has risen to become the shogun's second in command, is investigating rumors of a plot to overthrow the ruling regime. He discovers that Lord Mori, a political opponent, has been found murdered in his own bed, with Sano's pregnant wife Reiko lying naked beside him. How did that happen? Was Reiko Lord Mori's scorned mistress, a vengeful assassin, as Lady Mori alleges? Or is she involved in a stunning hoax with her husband, as the ghost of Lord Mori has charged? Now, in a desperate race against time, Sano must find the real killer. In this tale of intrigue and treachery that draws on the tradition of the classic film Rashomon, he faces execution for treason unless he can solve the mystery of the red chrysanthemum. Interesting. All well worth a read. This is one of my favorite covers. I haven't read this one. This is called The Snow Empress. One of the best mysteries of the year, it says, from Publishers Weekly. Starred Review. So, and it follows chronologically, as you can see. This one takes place 1698. This one is Japan, 1699. Yeah, so this is beautiful cover, by the way. And it's a first impression. And this is the first paperback from November 2008. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this look into this wonderful series of novels by Joh Rowland. It's one of the best, uh, best crafted, brilliantly written by an Asian American writer who has a deep respect, I imagine, for the culture of ancient Japan. And if you did, remember to give me that thumbs up, the like. And thanks everyone for your subscriptions. And the channel continues to grow. And as always, feel free to comment. Thanks. Bye.